I'm often asked, how do you get a nice natural lighting across your painting while you're painting? Because if you work near a window, you'll often have a cloud rolling past, then your canvas is lighter, and then it's darker, and then there's strong shadows being cast by your arm onto the canvas, and you can't see. So how do you get a nice consistent lighting so that you can get good color mixes and good natural looking paintings at the end of the day? Now I can go into all sorts of technical details about Kelvin and the temperature of light and all sorts of stuff like that, but honestly, it's not necessary. There's a really quick, simple, and cheap solution to the problem. We've been using it for 20 years, and it works like a bomb. Let me show you what it is. Just plain old-fashioned fluorescent lighting. That's all you need. Where you put that fluorescent lighting, though, is what makes the difference between having nice, natural, even lighting across the canvas and no shadows. So I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. I know often artists like to sit and paint near a window, which is great if you've got nice ambient light. You don't want any direct light onto your canvas because that just makes the colors too washed out. So you're never seeing the correct colors. So what you want is ambient light. So you'll actually see that this here is a window, but I've blocked it off because I don't want any of that direct light coming in. What I do have on that side of me, though, is there is a window, but it's far away. It's a good 3-4 meters away from me. So I'm never getting direct light from it. I'm only ever getting ambient light from that. Otherwise, if you sit with a window too close to you, then a cloud blows over, then it's darker, then it's lighter, then it's darker, then it's lighter, and then you get to a certain time of the day and the sun comes directly onto your canvas and you get all these bright spots and stuff, and that just simply doesn't work. So I've cut out the direct lighting, but I do still have ambient lighting. The ambient natural light does work great because he's got a nice natural coloring to him. So the question then is, where do you install your fluorescent light? So what I've done is I've set up my canvas and my palette as though you'd normally paint. So what you want is you'd either be standing here or be sitting here. So you've got a bit of a distance between you and your canvas. So the ideal place to put it is in between you and the canvas, but slightly more above the canvas. Because what you're trying to do is remove any hard shadows. So I've got a loose strip light. So we're going to take that and move it around to different places. And then you can see the difference between the shadow being cast on the canvas versus different positions of the strip light. Alrighty. So here you can see the distance from the canvas overhead. So if I move the light around, you'll be able to judge the distance that I've got from the canvas and the person that's painting. So I'm going to take the light and just get it out the way so that you can see what does an ambient light look like. Can you see to the left of my hand? There's an ambient little shadow being cast over the area that you're painting. So that's no good, right? We need to get rid of that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the light and put it across me like that so that it goes from in front of me all the way past. You'd sometimes think that that would make good because it gives you a nice even lighting overhead. But can you see there? It's actually increased the amount of shadow that you've got. But you do have good lighting on the canvas. Can you see there? It's more dull lighting. Now that I've got a nice, beautifully equal to sunlit canvas. So now I'm going to rotate this light and I'm going to keep it above my head. So can you see it has softened up the shadow? Let me do that again. Take a look as I turn it. Can you see it softened up the shadow, but there is still quite a shadow running down there. Can you see there? Now I'm going to gradually move it forward and you'll see that shadow disappear on you. Look there. Can you see there? That shadow is almost as good as gone. The little bit of shadow that there is behind my hand. You can see it on the right hand side. Can you see there is still a strong shadow, but it's all behind my hand. So that's great, and that's exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for that shadow behind your hand. And you do that by keeping it basically in front of you and basically directly over the canvas. So there you go. Now you know where to put your fluorescent light for the best light. And by doing it this way, you're about to paint day and night and still have that nice even lighting over your canvas. See you next time.